Sundays, there's already a new episode out.
Oh, it's a new episode out?
There's a new episode out.
I know what I'm watching after this.
Right? Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
So yeah, we saw the first one. Have you seen the original series?
No. And I won't lie to you, I don't care to. Like this is like
This
like
is
what
enough.
like yeah, this is enough for me. Like they was fucking acting, yo.
Dude, I saw the original series. It's honestly, obviously we don't know where this one goes. It's just as good. Right?
Okay.
So when they announced that this was being redone, I was like, this is it. I was like, I'm so excited. And then they announced the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Chastain, Oscar Isaac. I did not know Corey Stoll was in this until the episode. And I was like, fucking Yellow Jacket? What are you doing up in here?
Yeah. And he was acting his ass off too. Dude, I think because of like shit like Star Wars and like the Age of Apocalypse X-Men movie, I forget how good Oscar Isaac is as an actor.
Like,
what?
Here's how easy it is to forget.
Okay.
Who's the boyfriend in Drive? The Ryan Gosling movie?
Yeah.
I forget it every time until I see him. And then I'm like, is that you?
My thing is, right, so the scene that got me, well, wait. Before I say mine, what let you know that, like, what reminded you that this dude is the real deal?
I would say them in the bed talking.
Okay. It was a little bit of that for me. So I was thinking the whole time, like, yo, they're fucking killing it right now. The part that got me was when they were in the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the real subtle, like, the looks he was giving her while she was talking to the doctor. Like the new, like the disdain and like unhappiness. It was all in his eyes, yo. And I was like, oh my God, I've been there before.
And like Jessica Chastain has that in the interview scene in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where he's like talking over her and answering for her, and she's just like throwing him looks.
Yeah. That's so like it's what they're not saying that's like doing it for me.
Yeah.
It's like everything they deliver is good, right? But it's everything that they don't say that fucking does it for me.
Yeah, man. It's like I'll say this. I know we keep saying that it's like, oh my God, they're acting their ass off. But it doesn't feel like it. They're just genuinely two people.
Yeah.
Like they feel real. They feel lived in.
A comparison I gave to you yesterday after I watched it was I still like both of the characters in this. And I compared it to Malcolm and Marie, where I didn't like either character. Don't get me wrong, it was a dope, like, Malcolm and Marie was amazing, right? What I'm saying is the characters, I didn't like them. Like, because I'm like, oh, just leave each other alone. Fuck, it's killing me. But like, this is hurting me in a different way, but it's like, oh man. I feel like I've been in like both of those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's kind of like whenever they're doing the interview, I think it was Oscar who, and I'm really bad with character names, so I'm just gonna refer to them.
I don't.
Okay. Yeah. But he was talking about marriage, and he was like, it's work. You have to work towards it, right?
Right.
In Malcolm and Marie, I just wanted them to give it up.
Yeah, I wanted them to be done with it. Yeah, exactly.
But with this, I'm like, no, like work at it. You can do this. I believe in you.
Yeah. And I think it's a little bit the opposite for me.
Okay.
I like them both, but I know it's not going to work because the way, like I said, it's everything that's not being
The
said.
small looks, yeah.
Yeah. It's everything that's not being said. And I'm like, oh, there's no way this is ever going to, you know what I mean? Like, there's too much resentment. You know what I mean?
There's a really great movie. It'll probably be one that I show you. It's called Rabbit Hole, right?
Okay.
It's from the late 2000s. It's Nicole Kidman and Aaron Eckhart.
Okay.
And
Aaron
it's
Eckhart, underrated actor.
and he's amazing in this.
Yeah.
It's about a couple, and it's like their kid gets run over, and
Okay.
it's them dealing with it. And it reminds me a lot of this series because there's no easy answers in that movie.
Hmm.
Like there's not going to be just like a and now we're fine. Like you understand that there's like implications and like it's shit that they're going to have to deal with for a long time, and it you're curious to see how they process it and how they deal with it, right? And it gave like scenes from a marriage gave me hope for a moment. It was after the dinner fight,
Yeah. Hmm.
how they kind of like separated the two and then they were laughing about it
Yeah.
and then it just went down.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And like I like the little subtle hints that they gave, like when she was talking about she was pregnant, and like like at the dinner, like she didn't touch the wine and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna lead up to something. Oh, okay. I like little shit like
Dude,
that.
it was after like she told him she was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, "What do you think about this? How do we feel?" And then I loved the way he didn't give an answer. He was like, "No, no, 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 you first.
Yeah, like this
How
isn't
do you
about,
feel?"
yeah. How do you feel? Yeah. Do you think that was like manipulation? Do you
Yeah,
think that was meant to be manipulation? Like he was
I
trying to how to react based off of.
yeah, I feel like it was, right? Like I feel like and this is just kind of how I took it,
Mhm.
that he's not much of a I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
He reacts, he takes in information, and then he like makes a measured response.
Uh-huh.
And so she's like, "Oh, this is a very big thing. Like I'm pregnant." And then he's like, "Okay, well, what do you think first?"
Yeah.
And I feel like that's eventually going to become their undoing because I feel like she's very like
I
she's
feel like this I I also feel like this series thus far touches on a lot of like they're very aggressive on like the whole gender role thing. A lot of like modern relationship problems or fads or whatever, right?
mm,
Like the series touches on like certain things like that a whole lot. And they talk about like the whole gender roles thing.
like
The
her making more money. Yeah.
yeah, and the other couple the whole polyamorous
Hmm.
uh relationship talk. And I feel like both of them are like almost the picture perfect like archetypes for like
What a successful marriage is.
yeah, but then they show like the inside of what it actually looks like to be in something like that.
Yeah, and I think I think that the point in the first episode that will kind of follow the rest of the series, in my opinion,
Mhm.
is before the dinner fight, where the I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but the other girl who's not in the main marriage, she's like, my boyfriend broke up with me, and like Corey is ignoring it, like he's just like, it's
Yeah,
fine, it's fine, it's fine.
yeah,
And I feel like that's how a lot of the series is going to go. Like, I feel like it's going to be both of them being like, it's fine, while it slowly becomes not fine.
Right, right. Where they could deal with something earlier, but their denial of it just allows it to build up and fester.
Yes.
This is like, oh my God, that first episode was so good. I was glued to the television.
Oh man, dude, I was planning on making this review by myself because I didn't know anyone else who would subject themselves to this.
No, dude, because when you told me about it, I'm like, huh, this sounds like some sad shit. Like this sounds like some shit that like I will watch and just make myself sad. I wasn't even sad. Like I was sad watching it, but it's not as sad as I thought I was gonna be. And I feel like it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, I feel like it's leading up.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those things that we're going to talk about the finale, and we're going to look back on episode 1 and be like, that's when they were happy.
Yeah. Exactly. I can see that. But I really enjoyed it, dude. I really enjoyed that first episode.
Yeah, it was so good. Like it's quiet. It's not action heavy. It's like an exploration of two characters.
And that's my favorite type of storyteller.
And if that's the type of thing you love, watch it because you will be so impressed. One thing I don't know how I feel about it. That opening shot.
Oh, the opening shot of her coming in
Of her coming in, going on set.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that? Like, what was your?
I was wondering where they were going with it because at first I was thinking, okay, she's an actress.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking, okay, they're going into this, they're showing the character is an actress. And then I do love how seamless it was, though.
It was like all one take, yeah.
Yeah. It was like all one take. She sits down, and then boom, we're in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that was crazy good to me. It was different. I'll put it that way. Like,
do you think it took? How did it deal? I don't know how to ask this. In terms of like immersion, right?
Yeah.
Because most shows would starting with the interview.
Yeah.
Is it something that you think added to the show, or was it just something that was there?
It's a thing that I don't see at all, to the point where I don't know whether it added or took away. Does that make sense? I don't know how to gauge what it was I saw.
Yeah, like if they keep doing it, if like episode 2, like it starts off with something similar, then like I feel like I'll be like, all right, well, it's at least intentional.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they don't and it just goes straight into the story afterwards, I'll probably look back on it and be like, that was very unneeded.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things. I hope they never explain it.
I hope
if it never happens again for the rest of the series, I hope they never explain it.
I think the only way it'll work out is if they never explain it and they do it again.
Right.
Or
I'm actually kind of hoping maybe we see it again.
Or maybe even if it's not like the start of every episode, like maybe at the finale, someone says cut or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, I would like.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't like. I'm still trying to gauge how I feel about it. It was different. I like that it was different because you don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, like it was seamless, and actually, it made Jessica Chastain look like even greater to me, because of like she was herself literally a half a second, and then a half a second later, like she was like
a different person,
a completely different person like that, and it happened right in front of your eyes. And I was like, that was crazy. And I feel like maybe it was that, like, just to show some shit off. Like, yo, she's an amazing actor. Like, quit playing with her type shit. Like, I hope that's what it was, because that was phenomenal.
She's such a good fucking actress.
She is.
Like Molly's Game is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, you suggested that to me and I watched it and it was good.
And Oscar, like him as well. Like Inside Llewyn Davis is one of my favorite movies of all time. Have you seen that one?
I've not seen that one though.
It's a Coen Brothers movie. He plays a folk singer in the '60s who's down on his luck. Wants to make a living doing art, but just like fails every step of the way. And it's sort of like you follow him doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And dude crushes it. And like the moment I saw both of them were attached to this, I was like, this is going to be something.
Yeah, no, both
There's
of them.
No way this will be mediocre. This will either be like weirdly bad or amazing. And so far, it looks like it's amazing.
Yeah, I actually can't wait to get done with what we have to do tonight, so I can watch that shit.
Watch the second one.
I'm
We're gonna link up tomorrow and be like, let's talk about the episode 2.
Yeah, we can do this.
Sad.
We can do this every time we watch it. Honestly, I'm with it.
Well, yeah.